Hello everyone and happy Friday. My name is Janae of janaeam.com. I go by the Millennial Money Minister. My official title is Financial Consultant, and today we're wrapping up this week's theme talking about the search process when buying a home and who you need to have on your team. So for today, I'm actually going to be lumping two different individuals together. One you will work with during the process, and another you should consider working with after your home buying process is finalized. So it's twofold, but because you will work with one and may or may not work with the other, but the other is one that you should consider at some point during your journey as a homeowner, I decided to put the two together because the extent of your relationship with them is not very long, but they are people that you need to be aware of. And just in case you're just tuning in to this video or catching this on the replay and this is your very first video, I launched a course this month called The Blueprint, Buying a Home and Building Wealth with Real Estate. And what it does is it prepares you for home ownership. So the process of buying a home, I have documented my experience in my 7-year journey, and also being a financial professional, I attack it from the financial aspect of it because buying a home is a major decision. And so if you don't go about it the right way, it can drain and eat up a lot of your financial resources. And so the reason why I created this course is, before you take on the responsibility of being a homeowner, there are things that you need to consider so that way your home can be an addition and an asset to your portfolio versus a liability and a strain on your budget and your paycheck, especially when we live in a society where a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. If you buy a home and financially you're not in a great place, then you'll keep going through these cycles over and over again. And so the course helps prepare you so that way you don't end up like one of those people. So today we're talking about two specific individuals, one you'll work with during the home buying process and one you'll work with after the process is done. So the first person is an appraiser. An appraiser is someone that you'll work with during the home buying process. This is someone who is going to actually come out and assess the home and make sure that the home is actually worth what or compare the value of what the home is worth compared to what it's listed at. So when you go through the process of trying to get a home loan, before a bank will give you money, they want to make sure that they're actually giving you money for something that's actually worth the money that they're giving you. So that's the point of an appraiser, because you can have a home that's listed at $320,000, but if it's only worth $280,000 after an appraiser goes out to value the property, then the bank isn't going to loan you $320,000. And so that's the whole point of getting what's called an appraisal, so that way you can have on paper that's documented and factual and very well researched and very thorough what your home is actually worth, so that way you make the right decision in choosing a home and making sure you're actually getting the value that you're paying for. So an appraiser is someone that a realtor can connect you to. It's also an expense that you'll need to pay for, but I know for me, it came out of my final cost, so I didn't have to pay out of pocket like I did for my inspector, but it is someone that you're gonna have to work with before your home buying process is over. Now, the second individual that I want to mention is a contractor. Now, this is someone that you'll most likely work with after you buy your home, because during the home inspection, if there are certain things that are found with your home that need to get repaired, updated, or fixed, a contractor will be the one to step in and perform that work. Now, if you're somebody who has a turnkey home that is fairly new, you might not necessarily need a contractor. In fact, your builder may be able to recommend someone, or may, if you have a warranty, they will provide their people to help you with any of those needs you may have, since the home is brand new. But I know my home was 15 years old, and so there were some structural things, cosmetic, that needed to get fixed, and so I needed to find a reputable contractor that was also affordable, that could help me with those little odds and ends. Now, if you're somebody who down the line you want to do some renovation, a contractor will be helpful for that as well. And if you're someone like me who is a single homeowner and not very handy, they can help with smaller projects around the home as well. So having a contractor, especially one who is ethical, someone who has integrity and great character, because you can hear some horror stories about how contractors, they will kind of slack on the job and you pay them and they disappear. There's a lot of that in the construction world, especially when you're in, the real estate investment space. And so that's why it's important to be able to find one that you actually can trust, because they're very hard to find. And so when you find one, you definitely want to hold on to them, because you never know what TLC your home may need, and you never know what projects you may want to do. Or even when you're getting ready to sell your house, a contractor can help make sure if there's anything out of place with the actual condition of the home. They can help make sure that whatever needs to get done in order to position your home to be in the best care as possible, they can help you with that. So a contractor is great to have. So we talked about an appraiser earlier. We just talked about a contractor. So these are two people that you want to consider before and after your home buying process, because one you'll need, which is the appraiser. That lets the bank know that before they give you this money, the asset that they're actually giving you the money for is actually worth it. And what the contractor can do is they can help make repairs to the home. And even if you want to increase the value of your home, a contractor can help with renovations to help increase the value of your home, which is called appreciation when it happens over time. And so those are two people that can work hand in hand together, especially if you're working on renovation projects, because you want to know after your work is done how that impacted the value of your home. And so if you do a renovation project and you want to get the new estimated value of your home, an appraiser can help with that as well. So thank you all for tuning in this week. If this is your first video, you can go back and watch the other videos from this week and the last 2 weeks. Next week, we're talking about the pre-approval process. And so I'll be sharing tips to help you during that process before buying your home for the first time. And if you are new to me and this is your first video, or maybe you're catching this again and you have not enrolled in the blueprint, and you are someone who is looking to purchase a home for the first time, and you want to make sure you go about it the right way, especially when it comes to your finances. You're not sure if you're ready, but you want to own a home, but you're not quite sure the blueprint is a great fit for you. And so you can enroll by going to the link below this video or by visiting bit.ly/the blueprint to home buying. That's bit.ly/the blueprint to home buying. So thank you all for tuning in. If you have questions, you can leave them in the comments. I do read them, I do respond, and I'll be happy to answer them. And if you know someone who is in the process of looking to purchase a home within the next few months or even within the next few years, typically within that 2 to 3 year time frame, that gives you enough time to be able to save and do the things you need to do. Tag them in this video or share this with them on social media or via email, so that way they can get the information that they need. So thank you again for tuning in, and I look forward to talking with you next week. Have a great weekend.